What is going on, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood gamer PTK BLAM back on a beautiful Saturday afternoon with another episode of the Shop Podcast, episode 61. Goddamn, where's the time going? So I got two of my good friends with me, two of my good buddies, two great, fantastic gamers, man. We are rocking out today. I appreciate everybody coming in. Whoever shows up, man, I appreciate the love and support. So I do have a quick public service announcement to make before we even get into any topics. So as you guys know, recently I haven't been doing the podcast as often as I'd like to. Okay. There's a particular reason for that. We were talking about it before the show, and you guys know I'm a very transparent, I'm a real guy. I'm not having fun with video games at this point. So you might think, how the fuck can that happen? You know, you're PTK Blam. You do a podcast, you got talk video games, you got all these video game friends. Honestly, people, jaded right now at this point. And not saying I'm going to go away or do anything crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start over. I'm not getting rid of the podcast or anything like that on my YouTube channel, but I need to refresh. I need to rejuvenate. And I feel like people have lost sight, not only in the Xbox community, but the Sony community and the Nintendo community and the PC community of why we all do this shit. The reason we do this is because we have that fun doing it. We enjoy it. It's a hobby. Some of us make money doing it. Some of us it's a career. Others, like myself, it's just a hobby. But at the end of the day, there's one common denominator. We all are having fun doing this shit. I want to integrate the fun back into doing podcasts, back into talking about video games, because I feel like even Xbox guys have lost sight of that. Here we talk, we shoot shit back and forth, we get our opinions off, we talk about news, yada, 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 good or bad. I'm tired of the shit. I'm not Ted Koppel. I'm not fucking, the 10 o'clock anchor man. I'm tired of it. Fun. So you guys are going to see a different podcast. You guys are going to see my channel go a different direction. I want to just talk about fun shit. What game are you playing? How do I beat this level? Fun stuff. Literally fun stuff, guys. So I wanted to get that out the way before we start. I don't want to take up because I already started late. So first we got my guy Jarhead, man. I appreciate this guy so much, man. He does a lot of shit behind the scenes. Go ahead and shout out yourself, Jarhead.
Hey, Blam. Good to be back. Like Blam said, man, we're just trying to put the fun back in the podcast. Let's talk some games, features, shit. All three systems. Let's just get back to what we started this out to be in the beginning. So it's good to be back.
Nice. And I got my boy Triple Cup Chuck, man. It's been my guy, man. He's been rocking out with me for a little while now, but super loyal. Just cool dude. Go ahead and shout out yourself, Chuck.
All right, what's happening with you, Blam? What's happening, everybody on the panel? What's happening to everybody in the live chat? What's happening, everybody that's gonna watch it later on? This is your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And Blam is really right about this. I mean, a lot of us gamers is losing sight of what's really going on. I mean, I even starting to kind of fall victim a little bit to it, looking at the people more bicker about the things that we shouldn't be worried about and stuff. We need to focus back on gaming, and then this right here is a real movement that everybody needs to pay attention to and start taking heed and notice to.
Yeah. You know what? And once again, guys, I'm not telling anybody what to do. If you decide, stay in your lane. Whatever works for you, works for you. I'm talking about just me and what I do here on the podcast and what I do as far as my YouTube channel. I'm trying to change the scenery. I'm tired of the bickering, the back and forth. I don't mind it. I get it. It's like sports. Competition is good at the end of the day. I'm just tired of it. And I feel like it's just getting boring. You're losing the sight of, why we do this. Let's have a great talk about, what we do, why we do this, what game are you playing, all that kind of cool shit that we used to talk about when we were standing at school, in junior high. I wasn't talking about resolution in junior high. I'm like, man, you got that new Mortal Kombat? I'm coming over your house to play.
No shit.
Like, man, I'm not, and I honestly, dead ass honest, man. If you guys are listening, whoever is in the chat, everybody watching, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. At the end of the day, whatever console you on, at the end of the day, why did you start doing this? I know I started doing this because this shit was fun to me. And I enjoyed it. And I could talk to you guys on a weekly basis and through my YouTube videos. So Anyway, I don't want to get too long-winded on that topic. Shout out to Xbox Mob. He is in here too, and he said, "Can we get a longer podcast?" Man, you guys know me. I am the 60-minute man. 60 minutes. That's all you're gonna get from me, Mob. Maybe you never know, Mob. Honestly, I do the 60-minute thing just for me because I feel like 2 hours, hour and a half is just too long. Like we can get everything we need to get in an hour, and then we can get out. So that's how I feel about the podcast. I don't want to take up people's time. We got a bunch of podcasts that are 2-3 hours long every week. So I'm not that kind of guy.
Coming back.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of guy. People got a short attention span anyway. So, yeah, I mean, you barely read the instructions on the back of that macaroni box. You know what I'm saying? Like, let alone, hold on, guys. Sorry about that. My baby's calling. What's up? I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead, Jar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, just like Blam said, we're just trying to change things up. We're just trying to make things a little bit fresher, a little bit more positive because of the recent, it's just too much bickering going back and forth, all camps. So it's not to single out anybody. But that being said, we're just going to talk about for Triple Cup Chuck. What are you currently playing, my brother? What are you playing? What are you on? What are you looking forward to?
Man, what game? Everybody might try to lynch me on this one here. But a game that was on my backlog. I don't know why it's been on my backlog, but on my backlog. And it's one of the most popular, most famous, most well-known, and one of the most played games on the Xbox right now. And been one of the most played games for a while now. And that's Gears of War, the story mode. Now, my excuse for this here is, I'm mostly like a multiplayer, but every now and then I gotta dive into like a single player story, just just to feel the environment of what's going on, what the artist really brought to you, the writers and the creators and the whole story. Sometimes I just like to sit back, chill, give me something to sip on with my feet up, and just go to the story mode. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've been on it since this morning, since about 8 o'clock this morning.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's a good ass game. Blam, you back or you still?
No, he's there. Hey, I got a question for you, Josh.
Yeah, I'm back.
Go ahead, Pimpin.
Yeah. Now, what brought you? What had brought you into gaming?
Gaming? Oh, dude, I discovered gaming. Shit, I was about 7 years old, my man, and I remember my mama bought me this little. Remember those little handheld Ataris with the Frogger and little things like that?
Yeah,
I forgot
that.
the name. I was too young. But honestly, man, I remember at the time I was living in the Dominican Republic still, and I went to one of my friend's house, and that was when the Nintendo was first released. Man, talk about love at first sight. I'm talking about the original Nintendo. They were playing Mario, and I just instantly got hooked. And I remember I used to literally get up, eat breakfast, get dressed, run, and I would spend the entire day just playing, just going over to my friend's house. Hey man, you want to try this? Hey man, and it's just love at first sight, man. It's hard to explain. I've been gaming since as far as I can remember. As an adult, I still do it. Obviously, I mean, we're talking about it. It helps me escape. It's a stress reliever for me. On a deeper note, it helps me with my PTSD because I can shut everything out. Like if I just sit on my couch, my wife, she knows when it's my time. She just lets me go. She just sits there with me. But that's when I can just literally is my version of me going into a fucking bunker and just fuck everything else, and I'm just literally chilling. Not that I don't care about my wife and child, but this, don't get me wrong. It's not that. It's just that's how I relax. That's how I recharge my batteries for the next day to go to work. And deal with stuff like that.
There's nothing wrong with that, brother. Some people on that, when they get home from work, they have a glass of wine. Some people grab a beer, whatever the case may be. But you have video games. That's kind of your release. That's kind of
man. And it's the same with movies. It just takes me to another world, man. And it's just I don't know, man. And I'm forever young, man. I can see myself playing games to the day I die. Like I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Like I'm to the point that I cannot wait. I cannot wait till like my little guy is old enough so I could just going shopping. Like, hey man, which systems do you want? What kind of games? You know what I mean? Like I get giddy just thinking about that shit when I can formally introduce my son to it. Right now, he's too young. He just slams on shit and wants to bite everything. But so it's something that I look forward to, man.
That's what's up. Yeah. I mean, me personally, that's I think that a lot of people when they first came into gaming and why they still gaming is a good reliever, and I think they keep a lot of people from going to jail. They keep a lot of people out the streets. I mean, see me, a lot of people don't know. Like when I say I don't do this for me. I do this for we. I do it for like a lot of the youngsters coming up that want to run the streets and go out and stuff. So I try to say, look, this is a different thing that you can get the same thrill out instead of going to the club and end up going to jail and stuff. It's like not an alternate reality, but it's more of a escape from reality for a little while, just so you won't be so stressed out, so mad, so upset, so frustrated. Your old lady could been nitpick with you for a little while, and you just need something to just relieve your stress. You could have been at work and your boss is double downing on you, and when you get to the house, you need somebody to kill, so you get on gears.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Same way with me, man. I got started NES, just like you guys. Actually, I lied. It was ColecoVision, not NES. My cousin had a ColecoVision. And I used to play that with him. Just it shit looked like an old ass VCR, with the two long phone cord looking things, and it had a little turn dial. It was the weirdest looking console I've ever seen, but it was fun. Got the NES. Me and my brother got one for Christmas, so I've been a gamer ever since. I use it the same way you guys use it. It's a stress relief. It's kind of a way to just get away, when a lot of shit's going on and life is kind of hitting you all at once. So that's what that's how I feel about video games. So that's part of the reason why I started the podcast the way I did. You guys out there listening, just because I want everybody just to have fun, and I can't change people's opinions. I can't change people's mind. What I can do is I can change me, though. I can change what I do. So that's my attempt. This is my attempt at doing that. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. I got a cool question to begin with, guys. I think you and Chuck will really enjoy this question. I actually stole this shit from Kotaku, so Kotaku.
Yeah, get them.
Yeah, I shouldn't even fucking shout it to them out low key, but anyway. But no, honestly, it's a really cool question. I saw it just kind of scrolling online, just looking at different news and shit. It said, which video game character would make the best roommate?
The best roommate?
And I thought that was the best roommate. I thought that we could, now listen, there's a caveat to this. We could all pick a girl. That would be the easiest thing to do, is pick a girl video game character, because obviously she'd probably be the best roommate. But I'm gonna make it a little harder on you guys. It has to be a male, because a girl is kind of cheating. You can.
Yeah, that's.
We want to keep this shit PG. Also, we all married. So that's make sure. So yeah, this not only, guys. Am I asking them this question? This is for you guys in the chat. Let me know, guys, which video game character would make the best roommate, and you got to give me the reason why. Not only the character, but why would they make the best roommate? So I'm starting with you, Chuck. Which video game character would make the best roommate for you?
All right, the best video game character to make a good roommate, man. This is an awesome question.
It's hard, man.
It's a hard question. Most video game characters, man, is they shooting stuff, they going through stuff, and they destroying something. They got some type of something going on what make them extra violent. Like who would I choose? Hey, damn.
That's a tough question, man. It's a tough question. Let me take a little thought. I thought it was a cool question, honestly. Like,
yeah, that's a cool ass question. And then you said no females.
Yeah, no females. Yeah, because that's too easy. Think about it, Lara Croft. Like, come on now, like
sexy as hell. Look, we got two Lara Crofts on the chat already.
I got Mario, because he a plumber. And by him
I see that. I see it. That's a realistic way to look at it. He's a plumber.
Yeah, so one thing, he could do some attributes around here. I think that'd be a good roommate.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So you going with Mario, Chuck?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And he likes Italian food, which is he probably can cook.
Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that.
So, okay, it's on you, Jar. Which video game character will make the best roommate and why?
I'm gonna take a little bit of a serious tone, but I say Dom from Gears of War. For some reason, I connected. That's one of the few non-primary characters. Even though to me he's always been the star of Gears. I love Phoenix, but I don't know. Like I fell in love with the character with Dom. So you should know I took it very hard on part 3. For those of you who haven't played it, you're gonna cry. I almost did. Anyways, I say Dom. I don't know, man. That you don't find loyal people like that anymore, man, these days. And
Yeah.
loyalty is a big deal to me. And I mean, again, military life, and I don't know,
Yeah.
dude.
He fit right in with you, Jar. I mean, you could take him to a bar. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
like I fell in love, dude. I fell in love with that cat, dude. One of my favorite characters of all time, like of any game. He's right up
Yeah.
there, top 1, top 2. So I'll go with Dom, just because loyalty, man, loyalty.
Nice. Okay, Dom. So okay, it's on me. Ah, damn, I ain't even thought about my own fucking question. Be honest with you guys, who would I pick as a rule? See, I need somebody that's gonna be of use to me practical wise too. Like Mario was a good one because he has like an actual practical like thing he could do. The plumbing shit. Who my gut it says like Master Chief, but I don't know what I would do with Master Chief. Like that'd be awkward. He's like 8'5". You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I gonna do walking around with him?
Probably about 700 pounds.
Yeah, like I mean,
the towel up.
Nobody will fuck with you.
I mean, nobody would bother me. Nobody would bother
or
me.
You could be an asshole and just start bar fights and let him handle it. like Danny DeVito in Twins.
Walk up to some guy's chick and smack her on the butt like, hey, what would you do that for? Oh, I didn't do that. My friend did. He turns around. Oh, what the fuck? So, like, sure, yeah, you can take her home. You can have her. Matter of fact, so, no, but seriously, man, who could I? I'm thinking, you know what? Minecraft Steve would be a cool roommate too. He could build all kind of cool shit. Like if I needed an extra bedroom, bam,
shit.
Minecraft Steve. That's who I'm going with, guys. Don't take my answer in the chat. I'm going Minecraft Steve. If I need a new addition to the house, he can build me all kind of cool shit. He's really resourceful, literally resourceful. I think it'd be cool. I'm going Minecraft Steve. What you guys think about that?
You could. That's definitely you can use it to your advantage. I was gonna say get Luigi. Luigi's an asshole.
You know what? Always felt a particular way about Luigi though, low key. Like he always felt like that. They're brothers, right? Obviously they're brothers. Okay. He doesn't contribute much to Mario though. Like what does he add to the team?
Luigi's like that step-headed stepchild, man. That's how they treat him.
they need none of them really make sense, to be honest with you. Like Mario, he just like, what is the game really about besides for saving the princess? Like it's no real depth in the story. So what?
There wasn't some drugs.
Don't ruin my childhood, Chuck. Don't ruin my childhood.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
I mean, you got mushrooms. I mean, Toad too.
Fucking Toad has no knees. So somebody was high as fuck when they came up with that, man.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I sound straight.
Yeah, you sound.
Yeah, you're good now. You good now. You know, you're not talking through a tin can this time around. So.
Cool.
No, you're good. You're good. No, but yeah. So I think Minecraft Steve is what I'm going with. I feel like he'd be I mean, he would. I mean, he doesn't eat. I don't have to worry about feeding. Well, he does eat, but he does eat. So I think the building thing would offset everything else. Super quiet, doesn't even talk.
That is true.
So I never have to worry about that. I mean, if I needed an extra room, a bathroom, something, just build the shit. I mean, build anything I want. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that guy could be super useful. So. Chat, you guys got some good answers down there. I got who
Sam
talking about?
Fisher.
Sam Fisher. Sim, shout out to Sim. What's up? Who's next? How you doing, brother, man? Glad you could show up, man. We in here just talking games, having fun, bro. That's all we doing.
For real.
Non-scripted. You know, this is not the typical podcast like I normally do. We just trying to do things a little different, man. So what's up? Who's next? So
game wise.
What else?
Oh boy, from Max Effect.
I was going for Mass Effect.
Yeah, but what he said, the reason behind it.
Yeah, no way.
I didn't read it out loud.
Yeah, we're not gonna put that.
That was tight.
This shit PG. That's pretty funny. I did see somebody else in here too. Oh no, he said Laura Croft right away. That's
Everybody
cheating,
went.
I mean,
Mr. Glass.
everybody's Lord Crop. That's number one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cheap. That's cheap. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. Shout out to everybody who's coming in late, man. Who's next, man? We just had a great discussion about which video game character could be your roommate. Who would you choose for a video game character to be your roommate? So answer that down in the chat, brother.
Yeah.
All right,
Like
cool.
you said, it couldn't be a woman, but you didn't say it couldn't be a mutant or an alien or so.
That's true. So there's a loophole there.
Yeah.
There's a loophole there. I didn't say an alien. I said no female characters because that's obviously we're gonna pick the females because there's extracurricular activities.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They wanna
so
call
it makes
us
it a
out
little
for
bit more
causing.
difficult on you guys. So all right, cool. So look, that was really fun, man. That was really fun. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. So the next topic is gonna be what video games are you guys looking forward to? E3 is coming, going. All right. What video games are you guys looking forward to? We're not talking about hardware. We're not talking about what some developers said. What are you guys in the chat and you two here on the panel looking forward to playing? So I'm gonna start with you, Jarhead.
Do we only have to pick one? Can I pick?
No.
5?
You can pick multiple games, 2 or 3 games, whatever ones you think are good.
All right. That Ashen really caught my attention. That one looks fucking great. Let me see. I'm trying to keep it, the ones that are coming up close. You know what I mean? Obviously, Cuphead finally got a release date, which is awesome. Let me see. Shit, Destiny 2. I'm not gonna lie, that looked good. I'm a sucker for space and guns. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, Crackdown. I will say Anthem, but Anthem is not till next year, so the game is probably a year away. So yeah, Anthem is an easy one, but I want to stay with some of those interesting ones. What is it? Day night. What is it? The one.
That shit looks cool.
Yeah.
The last
Yes.
night, the last night,
Dude,
that shit looks fire.
bro, I watch that trailer at least once a day. I'm gonna just stick to those. Yeah, man, that Sea of Thieves again. That's a good choice, but that's away. That's too far away. I'm talking about. I think Ashen might come out this year, but I don't think I saw a release date.
That Ashen shit looks fire too. And I'm be honest with you guys, I've heard from people that were at E3 playing Ashen or got a chance to play it. It's more like a AA kind of game than an actual indie. It feels like a AA, AAA kind of title than an actual indie. So I'm getting some good feedback.
Yeah, you can see that Microsoft dumped some money on them because when the game was originally announced, it did not look anywhere near of what that trailer did, and a lot of and I think Jazz from Windows Central, shout out to him. I love his work. I follow him.
Yeah, shout out Jazz.
He has an amazing article on Windows Central. So if any of you guys interested, read it. Man, he has a big article on that game alone. The game sounds fucking great, to be honest with you. So I'm excited for that. I just talked to my little brother earlier today because he's a big Dark Souls fan. So the game has that feel, but I don't think it's as brutal, which is the reason why I haven't jumped into Dark Souls, man. Because sometimes, man, I don't feel like working. That game is stressful as fuck, but it looks great. And everybody that plays it always tells me it's amazing. Eventually, I will. It's just it's just too hard.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Okay, so those were your picks. I'll go myself next since I usually go last. I'll go myself next. Damn, so many games. The last night game looked fantastic. The fucking platformer, the $20 platformer with the little fox.
Oh no shit! Yes,
Lucky's Tales.
Lucky's Tale. That
good.
shit looks fire. It reminds me of Super Mario 64.
And it's simple. It doesn't look like you're gonna break
simple,
your
doesn't
fucking
look
fingers.
crazy.
Yeah.
At the same time, it looks like it's really, really good quality. It reminds me of, like I said, Super Mario 64. Just the way it's done, that could turn into something big too. I mean, not only does that cater to a person like myself who remembers the platformers that I used to play on Nintendo and things like that, but it also caters to children, because it's more of a kid's character type. Even a hardcore fan could appreciate a nice platformer, even though the character is a little kiddie. I don't mind that because, that's not what I'm playing that game for. That game definitely I'm looking forward to, and it's priced perfectly. What other game? Obviously, Anthem. Anthem is another game.
Yeah, Anthem is hands down.
I think that stole the show. Yeah. I think that was the best game on that showed on any platform that had an actual, Sony stage, Nintendo stage. I feel like that game had the most wow factor. It looks fucking incredible. It looks like it's gonna completely shit on Destiny. Not that I'm hoping that it does, but having some kind of competition in that genre would be nice. I hope it brings something new and fresh to that whole hybrid game kind of genre. So I'm looking forward to that. What the fuck else? There was a bunch of shit they showed.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. They had a long list, dude. They showed like 42 games.
I couldn't even think. I can't even think of it. I'd have to like literally pull up a list off Google or something to remember every damn thing they showed. There was a few games that were showed right along with Ashen in the last night. There's another game looked like you were like miners.
That one looked
that one looked very interesting. Yeah, that one looked very interesting too. There was a bunch of really, really cool. Cuphead, obviously, we know that's coming out. I'm super looking forward to that. I heard it's hard as shit, but I'm cool with that. It's an old school game anyway. What else, man? Crackdown, obviously. Yeah. There's so much shit coming out, man. So God of War, I'm even looking forward to. That looked excellent.
Yeah, it did.
So many games. Can't really. Oh, the fucking Dragon Ball Z Fighters game. The Fighter Z game. Good Lord. They finally did it the right way this fucking time.
No
they
shit.
made it like Marvel versus Capcom, but with Dragon Ball Z character. It actually looks crisp as fuck. It actually looks better than Marvel versus Capcom. I'll be honest with you. Like the character animations, the fluidity, the jump in and out, the melee battles, and, you can have like 3 characters on screen at once or some shit like that.
It's basically it's 3 versus 3.
3 versus that is fucking crazy. Like
it looked fucking great.
The art style looks sick, look ridiculous. So that's another game I'm super looking forward to. So Chuck, it's on you, brother.
All right, I'm gonna state the obvious first. Y'all know Cuphead, when that come out, I'm going to get it day one. I'm diving, and I hope it is gonna be hard, like how everybody been saying it is, because I'm gonna live stream it, and y'all gonna hear all the raging and profanity coming out of my mouth when stuff ain't going right, and then when I get into that groove, it's gonna get even more intense. That's a game I gotta get. You know what I'm saying? That's part of my logo. That's part of my character. He a part of me, to be honest with you. And you know what I'm saying? I love my sports games. Like, I'm getting Madden, 2K. I'm getting those type of games. A game that I'm really interested in is that State of Decay. I know that's coming out this year. I mean, next year, and that's gonna be like one of those games when it come out. It's gonna be fun to play with people and y'all, cause see, it reminds me so much of The Walking Dead that you got to get your stuff together and y'all going out and you got to be very cautious on what you're doing. A game like that, it kind of catch my attention. And Sea of Thieves, that's another one. Pretty much got the same principle. Like you and your friends get together, y'all go out and see and do things. Cause see, I was a big ARC player. I kind of left that game alone. So I need another game that's kind of similar, but better. What I'm saying, just different. Something different, something fresh, something refreshing. So Sea of Thieves is gonna be one of the games I'm gonna be looking forward to. It's gonna have all the aspects of going treasure hunting. And a lot of people get talking about like, what do you do on these type of games? I mean, people don't really understand a game like that. It's pretty much infinity of story modes that could be made. You can sit here and tell a story about what you did on a game on a particular day, all just the trips and stuff. And by following the maps, it's kind of hard to explain to people, but just understand when you get into a game like that, it's like a story mode that don't have no. It's not a story mode that's not on rails, where it don't have no particular direction that you got to go to. So that's what make those games so interesting, because you don't know what you're gonna get into when you play a game like that. I mean, but like how you said, it was like.
By the way, Chuck, did you peep on Sea of Thieves? Did you peep? I don't want to cut you off, but when they were showing the video that they did a presentation on stage at E3, did you guys peep? I thought it was gonna show up, but it didn't. When the guy's underneath the deck and he's looking at the map before he goes up top, there's a picture of a Kraken on the wall.
Oh yeah,
no shit.
Yeah, poster of a Kraken. They kind of gloss over it real quick because he turns the character around kind of slow, and when it kind of stops for like a half a second.
Yeah.
And there's a map with the fucking Kraken on it, and it has like X's on the Kraken, like on the arms and shit. Like I peeped that, so I don't know if it's in the game. When I saw that, I caught it really quick. Then they moved past it, and everything else was showed. I thought that's what they were going to show. I'm hoping that there is some kind of a Kraken type, boss, or if he's a boss, or if it's just some kind of random encounter. Maybe you're just selling around, all of a sudden, boom.
Well, the rumor is that's probably going to be handled like a raid. That's the rumor.
That's fine with me. I don't.
Yeah. So
As long as it's in the game, I'm cool. I get to open
yeah.
world game. That would be tough to pull off in that kind of a game because if it just randomly happened, because it's such a big event, you know what I'm saying? Like I assume that something like that's going to be fairly epic, and it could be with multiple different ships, so that'd be kind of hard to pull off in that kind of world. But if it's something that you have to like, okay, it's a quest to go get a particular set of treasure, and that's part of getting the treasure, you got to beat the Kraken. I get it. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Like I get it, you know. So
I mean, that'd be.
Chuck, I just wanted to
let people know. Yeah, I like the random of it though, because think about this here. Let's say if 4 ships meet up together and they fighting, or you know what I'm saying, they you know, working together like 4 ships, and then you got other ships coming out. All of a sudden, a Kraken just appear out of pretty much nowhere, and then now you know it just appear when it is a lot of people, a group of people. It ain't gonna just appear for like 4 people on a boat. You know what I'm saying? They got to have like, you know, certain stipulations for it to pop up.
Yeah, it could be, if it could be done that way too, would be cool. Like, you know how the random events happen in Destiny? You're just flying around the world. If anybody still plays the shit, like something randomly, it's scripted, but it's kind of random. It randomly happens at a random time, but it's a scripted event. Is that kind of what you're saying, Chuck?
Yeah. Something
like
similar
it's
to that.
A scripted event, but it happens at a random times, like during whatever you're doing. You know, whoever's on that particular server, it could happen at any random time.
Right.
That'd be fucking tight.
Yeah, like I'm hoping. I peeped that. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I saw it on a poster. I was like, man, I hope they show this, but they didn't show it, obviously. But I'm hoping it's part of the actual game.
Yeah, that would be nice. But like, but I mean, with you, Blam, like how you were saying, they showed 42 games, and when I was watching E3, when I seen 42 games, I didn't think about all this other stuff that's going on with who got the marketing rights and exclusive this and all this other type of stuff. When I seen 42 games, I know it was 20 something that was exclusive, but 42 games I will be able to play on the Xbox regardless of the situation. I was like, man, my backlog is really about to just go into overdrive. So I've been trying to beat this backlog down, because you know, backlog get too big, you'll never get to some of these games you got. So I was pretty excited about it, and it's still a lot of games that all 3 of us have a name that we're very interested in that's coming out in the very near future.
I'm looking right now on my phone. I'm trying to fucking help myself.
Yeah,
because I can't remember everything that they show. So
game. The game with the he be running around now. Suddenly he come from one place to another place and he playing the guitar. Then he jumping into.
Oh, that game! That game that's pretty.
That looked cool.
Pretty
that looked pretty cool. The art style was kind of trippy. It was like a kind of paper. It was kind of an Unravel type looking art style, but it actually looked really cool. I don't know if it's like a music based game, I would think, or something like that. I'm not sure, but it did look cool. Was it an indie? I'm not sure if it was an indie or not.
Well, yeah, I think it was made by people from the UK or Australia or something. Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know it was somewhere crazy, but they to me it just caught my attention. Like, I don't know what it is, what the game about, what type of game it is, but I'm more interested in trying to figure out what it's gonna do, like what type of game it is. Is it a fighting game or adventure game or just more of a strictly straight platformer? You know, it's like, you know, when you see certain games, you just like things to make you go, what this gonna be about? Like, you know, that's one of those games.
It looks like it could be like one of those platformer mixed with the Guitar Hero. Actually, you know what? Remember Rayman Legends when they had those levels with the music?
Yep, with the music.
Yeah, if it's something like that, that shit was badass. That was my favorite part of those games. Those little levels were pretty cool.
Yeah. No, the game. Look, they had, dude. There's so much fucking content. I completely missed State of Decay 2, and I shout out to Xbox Mob. I know he just left, but he had posted something on Twitter, and I'm reading this. What he posted, it said AAA. This is all about State of Decay 2. AAA quality. Native 4K HDR, 3 huge maps, more open, diverse worlds, online co-op, diverse character skills. That's just a tip of the iceberg for State of Decay 2. Like, they're really going all in. I feel like that's going to be one of those games that's a Twitch game. That's a game you stream on Twitch.
Yep.
Or Mixer.
Yeah.
That's that kind of a game.
Absolutely. Like, especially with the multi-streaming, that'd be pretty badass.
Yeah, and now there's online co-op, and you can have friends, and I don't know how big like party sizes, because supposedly I've been hearing the maps and the worlds are fucking huge. So I don't know how many people are going to be on.
The way they said it, basically you can hop in, hop out whenever. Basically, if you're in your game, I can jump in and whatever I do in your world and whatever I earn, I keep into my world, and vice versa. So yeah, it's pretty badass. So, and whatever consequences happen in your world, they're gonna happen whatever I did in your world. Like if I go kill some of your people in your little hub, if I go back in with you, apparently they're gonna hold a grudge. It's some crazy shit. The developer,
and if you die in somebody else's world, you die in your world.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they really, Phil wasn't playing, man, when he wants games with legs. Like if you really think about it, like Sea of Thieves, I'm sorry, that's gonna be. I'm not gonna say World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft runs the world, but they're going for that market, like a never-ending game, which is perfectly fine if you think about it. You know, that you can pick up and go. So that's pretty cool. Destiny could have done that, but that's another subject. They should have done that.
Right. They had the first idea of doing it. Like the idea was, but you know, everything that come out first, you know, they always gonna have something to come out that add all the extra stuff that the first idea didn't think of. Like Destiny, I just consider Destiny 2. I mean, Destiny was like one of the first ones to do it because it was not a shooter that had RPG elements and all this extra stuff that they had on consoles.
Oh, yeah,
so, you know what I'm saying?
Destiny paved the way for a lot of these other games. As much as people don't want to say or give it credit, because I know this,
absolutely,
it paved the way for these kind of games that we're going to see moving forward. The Divisions, those kind of online multiplayer RPG / third person / first person / you know, like it paved the way for those kind of games, man. So it didn't do everything right, but it helps because like it was the first Indian over the hill, so to speak. So, I appreciate that. Yeah. So cool. Shout out to everybody that's in here too. Everybody rocking out in the chat. We're having so much fun in here, man. I feel good, man. I feel a lot better now. Like I feel like I got some shit off my back. So I feel good, man. We're just talking about games. So I already put the next question in the chat, guys. So the next question to you guys and to the panel here is going to be, what game do you guys think showed the best? That's the key word. Showed the best at E3, because there's a lot of games that were showed, but what actually, when you saw it on stage, was like, wow, like they really presented this great. It really showed like the potential of the game on stage. So I'll start with you on this one, Chuck.
All right, okay. When you saying show the best, you just mean like as in quality wise, or
like as in quality, as in you felt like they put it together the right way. Like, okay, this game, even if it was a game we already knew was coming out, like even something like Assassin's Creed or Metro, that game that just showed really, really well at E3. It could be. It don't have to be Xbox. It could be Sony, Nintendo, whatever.
All right. Well, I'm about to say it short because it's two things now. Metro, that game that looked like a movie, and then the way the rat creature dog things were hopping out and all that stuff there caught my attention. Interesting. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me take that back. The one that showed the best, I'm gonna have to go with Need for Speed, just simply for the fact of I did not have no anticipation of this game. I didn't have it on my radar. I seen the way they presented the game and they showed the game and how they taking a different format. They're not trying to trail dog Forza because they know they can't compete with Forza. They making their own path, and then what they showed was exciting. It made you look like you wanted to play this game. You wanted to see what the story was about. It was a game that make a person that wasn't going to buy this game going to buy this game. Like other games like Metro and Anthem, when they were showing those games, if they already knew like, okay, this game gonna be a big seller. I mean, that was something they knew. But when Need for Speed, when they showed that, it was just like, bam.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't expecting that one.
It did come out of left field. I'm gonna be honest with you. Need for Speed did look pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge Need for Speed fan anymore, but the game looked really good. That new Ori game looked really good also too. Even though it wasn't actual gameplay, we know they're gonna bring it. Moon Studios has some talented motherfuckers up there working. I mean, some talented.
Dude, I don't know how these cats get those graphics.
It looks better than the first Ori.
Yeah, dude, that shit looks fucking crazy.
That is amazing. And the first Ori was, for lack of a better term, is fucking majestic. If you haven't got a chance to play Ori, it's not an easy game, but the graphics, the art style is fucking majestic. You feel like you're in a Disney game or something. I don't know. It's something about it. Like it's majestic. It's really, really nice. So they one up themselves. That shit's fucking crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, Jar. Yeah,
no, I'm with you, dog. I'm with you.
I'm with you on that one too.
Yeah. So okay. I think I'll go this time. Well, I mean, everybody in the chat saying Anthem. Anthem looked great. We all know that. It kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a game of E3 any damn way. I feel like that game stole E3. I feel like it was the best showed game at E3 on any platform. Even I think it showed even better than God of War. We all knew what we're getting with God of War, even though the game was outstanding.
Right.
Anthem was still a kind of a fart in the wind. We didn't know anything about the game. We didn't even barely had a fucking
It was
name.
Project Dylan this whole time.
Yeah, Project Dylan this whole time. So we didn't know much about what was going on, and it showed beautifully. They did a great goddamn job. But I think for me, I'll be honest with you. Probably one of the smaller games that they showed. Damn it! I mean, Jesus, there's a bunch of games I'm fucking missing, and I know I'm missing them. That showed really, really fucking good. That new Assassin's Creed looked really good too.
Yeah.
It looked really, really, really good. I'm proud of Ubisoft. Hopefully, the game doesn't come out broken. I swear to God, if it does, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
They don't have an excuse this time, man. That shit has been in development for like 3 years.
Yeah. You got plenty of time to do it the right way this time.
Yep.
So let's hope. But yeah, I guess I'll go with Anthem. I can't think of some of the other games that were shown. Days Gone, even though it looks like the DLC for The Last of Us, that actually looked pretty decent. It showed really well at E3. It played really well. And Spider-Man also looked really good. Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game on PS4 looked really fucking good. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I thought that showed well. There was a bunch of shit, but I think overall Anthem kind of stole the show from everybody because nobody knew anything about it. So it's on you, Jar.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick one from every platform, just kind of keep it even. We all know Anthem. That would have been an easy answer. I'm gonna say Ashen because
I forgot all. See, that's what I'm talking about. But shit, man.
Yeah, because that game was shown maybe 2 years ago, and the difference since the initial trailer to the way it looks now, it fucking blew my mind. Like, I'm gonna get that game day one. Like, I'm gonna get it. Like, at first when I first saw it, it looks like a cool little indie. This shit looks fucking awesome. And again, I go back to the article that Jazz wrote. Read it if you get a chance, because he goes into details. He actually interviewed the actual developers. So the game
developers.
I forgot. I think it's some cats in Europe, but it's a really good fucking article. So that's from Microsoft. That kind of blew my mind. That's not to say last night, didn't get me all giddy. I'm just gonna pick this one for now. But a lot of games on the Sony side, God of War, because me and God of War, we go way back. We have this love affair for a while. So I will say the God of War, even though that Days Gone, even though to me personally, that's not the game that I would go out and buy a PlayStation 4 for me personally, Jarhead. But God of War, you bet your ass right. I will rent a fucking PS4 if I have to play that fucking game. You know what I mean? So, but that's me because I'm a huge God of War fan, always have been since day one. For Nintendo, I'm not gonna lie. When I was talking to my boys, that Super Mario game with the rabbits, I was hating on it. I was talking mad shit. But you know what? I went back and I looked at it again. It's an interesting little RPG game, man. So the concept is pretty neat. So giving it the benefit of the doubt. So I will say that game. I forgot the name, so I apologize. But it's basically Mario mixing in with the rabbits from Ubisoft. So I will go with that game. That's pretty good because people say Metro was announced, but they just showed a fucking picture. That doesn't mean shit to me. That doesn't do anything for me. You know what I mean? But I will say that just because it's original. You know what I mean? Something different.
Okay. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. He said, what was Shift, James? He said Shift looked sick. Was that on Sony stage or Nintendo stage?
I have no idea what the hell that is.
Send me a link or something, James, because I don't know what Shift is, honestly, man.
Shift.
I have to check it out. Familiar. Put a link in the chat, man. Yeah, was that on Nintendo stage or was that on Sony stage? I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Yeah, let us know what that is. I may have to Google that shit. Look it up, man.
Yes, I'm looking it up, but all I keep getting is a whole bunch of little mini games.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, like there was a lot of games. There was a lot of heat at this E3, man. Especially on the Xbox stage. So many games that I'm forgetting. I know I'm missing a couple of gems. I absolutely know I am, because they showed so much shit I could hardly keep up. Even the indies looked crazy good. Like a lot of the indies looked super good. Oh, he said Shift was on the ID at Xbox montage.
Shift. What the hell is that game about?
Okay, you got me looking now. Damn you, James.
Yeah,
okay, let's see.
I have no idea what that is.
What is Shift? So I'm gonna have to Google that. Okay. So we're gonna take one question from the panel. You know, the show's winding down a little bit, man. I've had a ton of fun in here, guys. I don't know about you guys, but this is the most fun I've had on the podcast in months. You know, no disrespect to anybody who's been on my show. I have fun on every video that I do, every podcast that I do. But today I feel different. You know, I feel like the podcast has just been nothing but refreshed. I feel like it's been nothing but positivity, nothing but we're just talking about games, like how we would be on the playground if we didn't know each other, you know, in seventh grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, so I feel good, man. So we're going to take, if you guys have a question, put it down in the chat. We'll take one or two, you know, questions from the chat, put it down in there. We'll answer it. I'll pose that question. Also, follow, subscribe, also follow everybody here on Twitter. Chuck has a Twitter. I'll let him get into that here in a minute. So does Jarhead. Follow these guys. Really cool guys. They got a lot of cool shit to say. They're hardcore gamers. So, and they actually play games and they actually play with people, you know, who play games also, which is nice. You know, I know sometimes a lot of YouTubers can feel like they're unreachable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't ever get to play with this guy. We play with everybody. So hit us up if you guys ever want to play on Xbox also too. So let's see if we can have some questions. So I'm still looking at this Shift stuff, James, by the way. Shout out to Genesis too. He just got here. Justin. Shout out to Biggie2316. All you guys here rocking out with us. He said looks kind of like anime and they were fighting in midair. Was that the Shift game you were talking about, Genesis?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. It was in the montage.
Oh,
it looks like a little.
Is that?
Damn it! Hold on. Where is that fucking montage? I know which game it is.
I know what he's talking about. I didn't realize that was the name of the game, though.
Yeah, that little game is badass. It looked pretty damn good.
Nice. And another game that I'm forgetting, I just fucking remembered, Black Desert. That game looks fucking incredible.
Yeah.
It's big on PC. The game is huge on PC. It's kind of it's like an MMORPG. It's a Japanese game.
No, it's huge. Well, it's Korean. It's huge in Korea.
Yeah, huge Korea. Sorry, Korea. I apologize. Not Japanese, but Korean. But yeah, that game I've seen people playing it on Twitch, and the game looks fucking fantastic. Like it reminds me
crazy.
Well, no, I guess that's more Anthem than anything else. But yeah, that game looks fantastic.
I like the fighting style because it's fast paced. It's not slow.
Right. Yeah, it's not the slow turn based type shit. You literally get in there, do some serious damage, and you can all kind of. So if it's an MMOR, RPG like that, I'm cool with it because that feels more like kind of an action adventure hack and slash kind of game. What were those games back on the OG Xbox and the 360? Like Dynasty Warriors. You remember those games?
Yeah, well, they're still around. Those fucking games never go away.
Yeah, but they still make them for whatever reason. I don't know anybody that buys them, but people still have them.
People buy them, dog. They come out every year, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So we're still waiting on some questions, guys. So you guys, what?
Now I was saying, what about? I think the game name of it was the Colon. The game that's supposed to be something like like the game where it's like a battle royale.
Xbox game?
Nah, it was just I don't think they showed it they showed it on Xbox stage, but I don't think it was an idea Xbox game. It was the game where they were saying that it's like a battle royale, and everybody be inside this building. As people died, the glove gets smaller, and you get close in the counter, so you gotta fight each other. I'm trying to think.
Oh, culling.
Yeah, culling.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that looked like little cartoonish graphics, though, right? Or no?
I don't think
because there was one that it looked like basically that movie. Hunger Games, but it was basically like they had this dude live.
Oh yeah, some of the dude that was talking. I'm talking about.
Yeah,
he was talking faster than me. I'll be like, he was like, what?
That game. I know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I didn't realize that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Yeah. Okay. Got you. Yeah. They were like, yeah, I got you. The guy was on stage and he was like, it was almost like shoutcasting a match or something.
Yeah,
Like an
Yeah.
online match. Okay, I
that
got
dude
you.
was
Yeah,
going nuts.
I
They
got it. He
said
was
he ain't
into
talked
it.
that whole. They said he ain't talked that whole day until he got on stage. And then-
So we're waiting on questions, guys. So I'll take one question or two questions if you guys have them. Please leave them down in the chat. Any question about video games, anything you guys want to let us know about or ask us, leave it down in the chat, guys, because I really do. I like to take the question at the end of the show, just in case anybody's been thinking about something or I missed something that we didn't get a chance to talk about. So put them in the chat right now. So,
Shit, if nobody wants to join, I'll ask the question.
Okay, go ahead.
If there's a secondary system, assuming you guys don't have one, because I don't have a secondary system, which one would it be that you will add? PlayStation, Nintendo? Forget about the whole you can't find one or the other, but which one will you jump in to get a secondary system, and why? Any particular games or features?
Okay. Well, my secondary system is going to be a Xbox One X.
Man, I don't think that count.
No, I'm just playing. But you know what? Honestly, to be honest with you, if I was to just go out and buy, I feel like I'm Stephen A. You know how Stephen A. Smith talks about the Knicks when he gets upset
Yeah.
when he's talking about the Knicks. I feel that way when I talk about Nintendo. So, yeah, I'm like Stephen A. when it comes to Nintendo. I love Nintendo, but I got this love-hate thing going on with them right now. So probably more than likely a PS4 because the games lineup is so diverse. And I feel like Nintendo just hasn't gotten there with the Switch yet as far as games. They're coming slowly. Hopefully they don't hit us with the Wii U situation where they kind of, one game every 6 months type deal. But I think the PS4 would probably be a better route for me personally. More games that I enjoy playing, stuff that I haven't gotten a chance to play yet, obviously. And since I'm a huge God of War fan, God of War. So the PS4 for me would be the second choice.
Yeah.
So what about you, Chuck?
All right, my second choice would be the Nintendo Mini.
Nintendo Mini?
So
shit, you can't find them. They got dumbasses paying 10 grand for that fucker online, dude.
Oh
yeah, that is crazy. But I think I had to go with the PlayStation 2 because the PlayStation 4 because God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone. See, the Days Gone is something about the game when they showed the trailer this time at E3. They gave you more of a they took the dude bruh out of it and gave a strat and showed you they have a strategy to this game because last year it was just like Rambo. He just got a gun and was just this year was showing him like okay, he was being he had to be precise. He had to be quiet. He had to do some Metal Gear /
Uncharted sneaking around.
Kind of like that. And then he had to use the zombies for an environment to cause the chaos for the bear to rescue his homeboy's friend. I mean, I don't really know the storyline behind it, but I know that's probably somebody cool with. He got captured or whatever happened. He like that. So I'm more interested into that game now because at first I was like, okay, that'd be a cool, fun game to just play like Dead Rising. You just shoot zombies for a couple hours and then just get your little fun and keep going. But now it look like it's gonna have like a real meaning behind it, pretty much.
Nice. See, that's what I'm talking about, and I appreciate that, man. When they showed that on Sony's stage, it did look a little different this time. It wasn't just because, like I said, I thought it looked like the Last of Us DLC. The game, the environments felt very Last of Us, but that kind of switched it up once they showed the strategy behind it. Because let's be honest, I'm gonna say this, and it may be blasphemous to some people. Last of Us was a great game. But as far as gameplay, it was nothing special. The gameplay was nothing special at all. The game looked beautiful. The characters were great. The game was engaging. You got really, really into the characters and their backstories. But the gameplay was pretty fucking modern. It was pretty mediocre.
It's pretty generic. It was basically
mechanics, let's throw a bottle over here and get the thing's attention. I walk around here. Okay, I'm moving to the next area. Do the same thing again. It was, Naughty Dog isn't great when it comes to gameplay mechanics. The shooting, even when, Uncharted kind of suffered from that, kind of in a way. So,
by moving the box.
But I'm getting the box. Shit like that is pretty repetitive, pretty generic. But the game overall obviously was great. But Days Gone looks like it's going to be a little bit different, which is nice, and I appreciate that. So, Yeah, it looks like I think I had a couple of other questions too. I
Well,
think I
we got a
saw.
good one. King James just posted a good ass
Go
fucking
ahead. Go
question.
ahead.
He says,
Go ahead.
if you could have a studio from one company make a flagship game for another, what would it be? He says 343 could make a dope ass Metro game. That's a pretty damn good question.
That's a fucking game. That's a good question. Yeah, that's
Shit.
a good fucking question. That's a ooh, man, I got to ponder on that.
I would.
One studio from another
I have one.
company make.
I say Naughty Dog could
Go
make a fucking Quantum Break sequel.
Naughty Dog, Quantum Break.
Yeah, I would say so. They have the recipe yet. At least they'll follow the story. At least for the story wise, and they have really good graphics, good environments.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
yeah, I could see that.
I mean, because think about it. There's no other studio that can pull that off. Well, no, shit, I'll take it back. Damn it, the guys that made Tomb Raider. I always forget about them.
But that's you mean Crystal Dynamics?
Yeah, but I think Crystal Dynamics, Naughty Dog, either one. I say something in that same genre, because when you go to first-person shooters, even though people think it's just bro shooters, it's still a lot of science. I think it's more complex than the third-person shooters, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can't just put 343 to make fucking the next Spider-Man, because I don't think it'll translate very well.
I don't think that'll. It's not gonna work.
So I will say Naughty Dog or Crystal Dynamics for like following to continue Quantum Break. At least that's for me.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. What would I? Who could I? Damn it! Thinking about it. Okay. You know what? I'd like Sony Santa Monica, the same people that make Gears, to have their shot at not Gears, but God of War, to get a shot at making like a Gears. I think that would be fun.
Oh shit.
Sony Santa Monica. They make God of War. I think they could do a really good job on Gear. I think it would be a nice little fit for them. Like God of War is not the same kind of game, but it's sci-fi fiction, kind of stuff. Really good. God of War is the shit. If anybody hates on God of War, you can kiss my ass. By the way,
I agree. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what system you prefer.
I don't.
Yeah, fuck you on that.
Yeah. So, but I think Sony Santa Monica could do a pretty good job with like a Gears game. I think that would be cool. I think they do justice, and I trust them with the Gears because they do so well with God of War. So it's on you. It's on you, Chuck.
All right. Now to make sure I got this correctly, it could be like any company make any other type of game.
Well, it has to be basically somebody from Nintendo. Who from Nintendo will you have make an Xbox or PlayStation game, or vice versa? You know what I mean? Yeah, like
Nintendo?
No, any company. Like if you have a company from Microsoft, one of the Microsoft studios.
Okay, yeah, it got to be like from Microsoft, PlayStation, or Nintendo.
Yeah, like who would you have to make their game? Like who would you have from Microsoft make a new God of War game? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good question.
Okay, well, I'll say
it's tough.
Okay, no. Hey, I'm gonna make this one gonna be generic, but I say turn 10 make a GT.
Okay.
Shit,
they can
make that. Yeah.
Hey, that was too. I mean that was too easy. But I mean my whole thing, I was thinking about like a Telltale's making a Halo game.
That's that Telltale style though.
Yeah, and they make a Halo story.
That'd be fucking good.
That would be cool. Sim just said a Witcher.
Oh my god, that would be fucking epic. Well,
yeah.
Witcher is my #1 game this entire gen.
Man, hey, they got a movie coming out too. Oh, I can't wait to watch that. No, it's on Netflix.
It's a Netflix series, dog. Not a movie, a series. That's even better.
That's gonna be good.
I mean, Netflix series are pretty much just extended movies because they just
Well, the quality is, bro, because
the
Netflix got deep pockets. Shit, I got another one. I will say, damn, I had it at the tip of my tongue. Who was I
got one.
Coalition making the Mario game.
That'll be a bloody ass fucking Mario.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I was actually gonna say Nintendo doing like a platformer for Xbox, making like a
The next
I don't know,
Banjo
the
Kazooie.
next Banjo or something like that. Like I think that would be fucking awesome if
Yeah,
Nintendo
that would
could
be
do like
fucking
a
epic, man.
platformer. Yeah, yeah. What about so you got anything, Jar? I know you was trying to think of
I was
something.
trying
You
to
got
think
something
of
else?
something. I'm trying to see because I will say Rare make the next Fable. I've said it before. I just couldn't see anybody else doing a better job than Rare. I know people want Fable to be like The Witcher. I don't. I want Fable to be Fable, The Witcher to be The Witcher. You know what I mean? Fable
Yeah.
doesn't have to have the serious tones that The Witcher has. Because
Or the people that make Zelda, they can they can make a Fable.
yes, like for like that
Yeah.
new Zelda, like that art style.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that
Yeah.
shit. Like
That would work with Fable. That art style,
yeah,
I think that would work for Fable.
absolutely.
It doesn't have to be like The Witcher. I'd go with that art style for
I'm
Fable for
with you
sure.
there, absolutely. Because The Witcher is The Witcher. Like I don't want people copying The Witcher. Like no, that's what makes the game great. And Fable should not go to a serious tone. If anything, they could keep the same graphics that they were doing with that Fable Legends shit. That should look
Yeah, it
amazing.
looked good. It looked amazing. I wasn't in the alpha. I know people that were.
I played
And
it.
that bitch looked clean. Yeah.
Dude, I played it. I couldn't believe how good that shit looked. If they can make an RPG look that good, oh my god, dude, be crazy.
Hey, or who that made Dragon Age? I know it was EA, but it was
That was,
No, that was Bioware, the real
yeah,
Bioware. That
yeah,
was
Bioware.
yeah.
the A team. But Bioware, they're doing Anthem, so they got they got the big boys on Anthem. So and apparently
Right.
Anthem has been in development
Yeah.
for like 4 or 5 years. So it should have no delays. It should come out by next year.
Right. Let's hope.
I say
EA's pretty good about dropping their shit on time.
yeah. So I say late September, right before the Call of Duty shit hit, they should be able to drop that game.
No, what I think EA trying to do. Know how Call of Duty, you got 3 different developers working on 3 different Call of Duties. They trying to find their own 3 little they little cycle of 3. Like you got your Battlefield, you got Star like this year Star Wars. Next year it's gonna be Anthem. Then the year after that's gonna be Battlefield.
But see, that's
Battlefield
good.
World War 3. I mean, that's to me that'll be good. I mean, I think Titanfall could have been that third wheel in there, but they messed it up the way they released it and all.
I think they can still save it. The game still has a pretty decent amount of numbers online. I love the game. I haven't played it online as much as I should because Overwatch has me by the fucking balls. It keeps dragging me back. But Titanfall was a great game. I don't care what anybody says. I love the single player. I hope they put it into the rotation, just like you said, Cup, because the way Activision does this shit, I'm sorry, man. Yes, everybody's excited about this new Call of Duty, but goddamn, can we get something other than Call of Duty every year? You know what I mean? Like, like let that game have some legs. Maybe people will spend more money on it because it's still playing. Like, people still playing Battlefield 4, dog. When did that bitch come out?
Shit, 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
Yeah. And the numbers are still just as high. So if Activision has some sense, dude, instead of rotating this Call of Duty name, use those studios, dude. Put something different out, man.
Dude, yeah, make a different type of genre game. I mean, it could be something similar, like how I was saying with EA, they do Battlefield, Star Wars, Anthem, and then Titanfall. I mean, and just keep coming like every year, just drop this one, next year drop it. Yeah, now that would be fire.
That would be good for them because
Genesis said 2013. So for Battlefield 4, I believe.
There you go. So you can that the numbers are still pretty damn high. It's just it's hard to really invest in a game like Call of Duty, as fun as it is, because you know there's another one coming out next year, and everybody jumps on it, so everybody stops playing the other one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my only gripe with it. I'm gonna get it anyways. I'm not talking shit about it. I know I'm gonna get it. I'm a sucker for Call of Duty. I still get it.
Man, to me, it looked just like Battlefield 1.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good.
It look good.
Yeah, so game-wise, man, he got a good when he said Rockstar making a Sleeping Dogs. I like Sleeping Dogs. Rockstar making that game would be fucking awesome. It'd be huge. But, you know, Rockstar only makes a game once every 7 or 8 years any goddamn way.
But it's worth it, though.
$10 billion off of GTA, so
it's worth it.
They don't really need to. So yeah, no, it's absolutely worth it. It's absolutely worth it.
Because look at GT5, that bitch is still in the top 5.
Still in the top 5.
How the
After
fuck?
like 5, 6 damn years, I don't even understand. They keep adding to this online component, so it keeps getting new shit like every few months. For
we're not gonna get a GT6 anytime soon. I'm looking forward to.
Oh no,
I'm looking forward to Red Dead because I'm a sucker for cowboy shit, and I bought Red Dead Redemption when it came on backwards compat. It's
Man, I
fun
love
to
that
just
story.
get. It's fun to just get on your fucking horse and ride around. As silly as that shit sounds, it's fucking cool.
True.
Hey, didn't they buy Red Dead from somebody? Like
They
Red
had
Dead Revolver.
the original one belonged, I think, to Capcom.
Yeah,
And once it got a good reception, Rockstar snatched them up, and then they took over from there.
Yeah,
right. And that's how they should do with Sleepy Dogs, because their company is no longer in existence, right?
No,
Sleeping Dog. I don't know who does
Sleeping Dog. No, Sleeping Dogs. They used to belong to Square Enix. The studio got bought out by Rebellion. But yeah, they went belly up because Square Enix they fucking suck. Straight up. Those mother. If it was up to them, fucking Tomb Raider would have been sold off. Would have been a mobile game by now.
Yeah.
But they fucking suck. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs was a great game. I love that game. I think the story rivaled a lot of other games.
It was really fun. I beat the whole game. I beat the game.
Yeah, me too.
Twice, so
it was fucking good. So if they could come revive that game, dude, oh my god, that franchise be fucking epic.
So, all right, guys. So it looks like we're winding down here. We took some questions, man. This podcast was really, really refreshing. Shout out to everybody who came out, man. I appreciate you guys so much, man. I had a lot of fun. This was a completely different podcast, man. We just talked about games and fun shit. And shout out to everybody in the chat too. And I really, really appreciate. I'm gonna give him a special shout out, man. I can't remember. Let me go a little further up in the chat so I can find him. I can't remember what his name was. Where the hell did it go? Okay, shout out to Biggie2316, man. I'm gonna just read to you guys what he said. He said, "This has been one of the best podcasts I've heard in a long time. It's been nice to talk about games and not consoles. Stuff like that I really appreciate, and that's what I'm going for. Let's get back to why we're doing this. Let's get back to the fun shit. Let's not sit up here and be stressing out on the fucking podcast. And I got, let's not sit up here and I got a paper in front of me like I'm studying for a quiz, because I'm trying to counter this guy's point about some shit. So I got to write it down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that. Let's just get on here. Let's talk games. Let's have some fucking fun. Let's not forget why we're doing this. So once again, I appreciate everybody coming out rocking with us. You guys will see this format from now on. I don't give a fuck who's on the show. Okay? You guys will see this format from now on. It's going to be just nothing but fun, positivity, why we're doing this shit, man. So I hope you guys had a good time. I'm going to let these two guys go ahead and get their promotion off. So go ahead, Jarhead. Let everybody know where they can find you, brother.
As always, you guys can find me on Twitter, Jarhead2001. Again, always up for a good video game debate, or if you just want to say what's up, talk football, anything. On the same for Xbox Live, Jarhead2001. I don't get on till late because of my little one, so I do the midnight owl thing. But I'm always up for a game. Add me. I'm down. If I'm up, I'll join the chat just to talk shit. And then just one more thing, a big shout out, man, to Blam, because it was great how to hit that reset button. It was fucking great to just go back and be young for a minute and not worry about fucking console prices, fucking exclusive deals, and none of that bullshit. It was just straight up fun. So again, man, it was fucking fun. Loved it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here too, man. I really appreciate it. So Chuck, it's on you, brother.
All right, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on YouTube, and you can find me on Xbox at Triple Cup Chuck. Triple Cup, one word, and Chuck. If you want to see me on the video on YouTube, you leave a comment. So I love comments, when people interact with me and stuff like that, and just go back and forth. We can talk about games, what I'd have said, a different point that you don't like, did like, just me. I'm more of an open person. I'm not a hard person to get along with. They had somebody hit me on the Xbox. I almost know him. We got into a party chat and we talked for 2 hours strong, just talking about video games, what coming out, what we like, what we playing. We hopped in a couple of games together. For me, it's all fun and games. So I talk a little noise here and there because, for me, it's fun. I don't take nothing serious. I like all consoles. I want everything to do well. What I'm saying? I got my conspiracy because I do like conspiracy theories about games and other type of stuff. But, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and just get at me.
Nice, nice. Okay. So it's your boy PTK Blam, man, the host with the most, your friendly neighborhood gamer, man. So I am back, guys. Once again, follow me everywhere. It's PTK Blam everywhere. Twitter, Xbox, here on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel, man. I appreciate the love and support. Share this video, man. Let's get this shit spread around the community. So if I get everybody that was in here to go on Twitter, share the video, leave a like on the video. I appreciate you guys. Excuse me. I appreciate you guys' support so much, man. I really want to get this popping in the community because it's been so much other shit going on. I'm not necessarily worried about anybody else, but what we're doing here at the Shop Podcast. And I hope you guys appreciate the change. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like I said, from this point forward, this is what this show will be about: fun, games, just like we used to talk about, man. So also, I don't want to leave without saying this. I do have a family vlog channel also. If you guys ever want to see me in real life in person, me and my family have a vlog channel. I will put the link in the description. It's called the Reddick Family Chronicles. That is my last name. I couldn't think of anything else, so I thought that would be a great name. But anyway, so that will be down in the description if you guys want to see me in real life. Please subscribe. We just hit 50 subs over there. We just started, so that's kind of cool. That was kind of our little mini goal to hit 50, and we did. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for the support there too. So we will be back next week, guys. Same time. Shout out to Drone too. That was a great fucking question. I will save that for next week, brother. So I'll make sure I get that in first, brother. So you guys take it easy, man, and we are out of here, man. You guys have a great Saturday afternoon, man.
Peace.